No? Oh, okay. Let's see. Hello, YouTube. It was a pretty bad day. We're, what, the 15th? Oh, yeah, that's right. We got wrestling coming next week into town. Yeah, we're 9:15. They did some little memorial for my grandma today. I couldn't stand around there. I mean, I hate funerals as it is and stuff like that. Because you always get these people, who the hell knows who the hell these people are, coming out acting like they gave a shit when my grandma was alive. I mean, why give a shit now when you didn't care when she was alive? And, well, that's just kind of how I feel, you know. I've shut down from reality. I'm dead, you know. I'm a dead person. I'm a dead man walking because I don't feel the same. I feel like I'm dead, you know. It's funny. It's just, you know, it's funny. They all act like they give a shit now when they didn't before. Like, you know, my Uncle George apparently feels the same way I do. But it's the same thing with him. He didn't give a damn about his mom when she was alive. So why does he have any reason to feel this way when he didn't care? They let my Uncle David die. They let my grandma die. David was their own freaking brother, flesh and blood brother, and they let him fucking die too. Anyways, I shouldn't be all gloomy with you people right now. But yeah, this video is gonna be a while before any of you guys see it. I mean, I'm doing it right now, the 15th of September, but it's not gonna be up for a while. And yeah, the 13th of September was actually my grandma's birthday. They even had a cake for her that said "Happy Birthday, Carmela Maestas." And when I was sitting there, I was just getting really tense. I was seeing these people, I'm just getting really tense. And right now, I have a really, really low breaking point because I'm already broken. And then I saw one guy that I really, really freaking hate because I just don't like him. He's their half-brother, Junior, which actually has nothing to do with my grandma because Junior is not their kid. Junior's not my grandma's son. And the reason I don't like Junior is because of the fact that I used to go kick back at his house when I was younger. I used to have sleepovers with his adopted son, Jacob. Jacob wasn't his. I don't think Junior had any kids. He was too busy being an ass. But he had a wife named Esther, and he let Esther die. Living way the hell out there in the middle of nowhere, trying to get Esther to the hospital, and they were always telling him, you need to move closer into town because we don't know where the hell your house is. And he never listened. He let Esther die, but he was also cheating on Esther the whole time. Like a year before Esther died, he was over there with another woman. And he eventually married that woman. Or thing. I mean, I can't really call her a woman. A thing, more like it. But, yeah. And then Jacob started getting into trouble, and instead of being a dad to Jacob, he told him to get the hell out. He didn't want any responsibility, so Jacob was screwed as soon as Esther died because he couldn't man up to his own parental responsibility. So why the hell do you adopt a kid if you didn't really want it to begin with? Oh, but then again, there was Esther who really gave a shit. I liked Esther. I used to like going over there. I didn't go over there for Junior. I didn't like Junior. I really didn't like Junior. But I went there because, you know, Esther, and I got along real good with Jacob. But anyways, I'm going to get down to what I did today. I had to get out, so I left the house. Walked, about 3-4 miles to my friend's house, because she lives way the hell clear across town these days. Went over there, pulled her ass out, told her, hey, we're going to go get something to eat. So we went to Subway. And, well, I went to We Know Video Games for the first time in a while afterwards. She said, you know, we haven't gone to the mall. So we were thinking about going to Rudy's, but yeah, we hadn't gone to the mall in a long time. And we likely ain't going to the mall until the Queen movie in, November? So it'll be a while till I go back to the mall again. But yeah, I found some games that I wanted, which is pretty crazy. They rarely ever have any games these days that I want. But yeah, it's just gonna be Nintendo and Super Nintendo stuff. And another bad thing, I guess I'll do a video before this one. But yeah, my aunt died after Grandma, about a month after Grandma died. My aunt Rosa died. Rosa and Carmen were like hand in hand. They were best of sisters. But yeah, she died on the 9/11. She wasn't doing too good after she heard Carmen died. So yeah, it hasn't been a good month for us, not by a long shot. And I doubt if it'll get any better. We'll see. I don't know. I'm still just really shut down from the world, not giving a shit about anybody right now. Like I say though, I'm a dead man walking. I died when my grandma died on 8/13. I died that day. I mean, my body's still around. I can still move and all that, but I'm dead. I don't have anything in me anymore. But yeah, Star Force. And I took advantage of a promotion that I didn't know. They told me that the games were buy 3 get 1 free. Yeah, they're all there. Oh, it looks like you took advantage of the buy 3 get 1 free today. I'm like, what? Because I didn't know. I went in there and I didn't know that anything was buy 1 get 3 free, or buy 3 get 1 free. So that's pretty cool to have gotten 2 free games. So yeah, 2 of these were free. I know the wrestling game, one of my wrestling games was free, and I think it was Marble Madness. But yeah, Star Force, $6.99 for NES. Looked interesting. I've never heard of it. I wanted Bayou Billy though, and that was only like $6. I should have bought it. Oh well, maybe next time. They didn't have Star Tropics, and I was hoping that would have still been there. There's a Pro Wrestling for NES. It's not a good game from what I heard, but it's a wrestling game. I don't have it, so what the hell? Throw it in there. Marble Madness, which is funny because I didn't know that it came in a Nintendo cart. I always knew this game for Game Boy because when I was little, my 5th grade teacher, I believe it was 5th grade, she had a Game Boy and she used to let us play, and the only game she had was Marble Madness. So we used to play that all the time. Let's see, we got Skater Die. This is a funny game. There's one of the events, you're going downhill, and let's say you're down by a couple thousand points. Bonus points at the end when you jump. Bonus points at the very end if you jump on top of the cop car, because yeah, that's how you would always beat your friends, by jumping on the cop car. So that's a pretty fun game. Here is Guerrilla War. That's one of my favorite games. It's a lot like an Akari Warriors, I believe. But yeah, that was one of my favorite games, because one thing I had is there was a place where we used to go watch the free movies when we were little, and they had a Guerrilla War right there, right? And the funny thing is they had it to where Guerrilla War, they had a machine, and it was set up to free play. So we would sit there for hours while we were waiting to get in line. We were waiting to get in to watch the movie because there were lines, because it was only one theater, and for the free movie it was only one theater, so we would sit out there and wait. And while we were waiting, we could either go to the card shop, which was next door, but it was kind of always packed because there was so little tight space. You couldn't really go in there. And with that, yeah, they had a machine of Guerrilla War in that theater, and we could go in there and play free because it was on free play. And POW, Prisoners of War, I've never heard of this one, so I'm thinking it's going to be a lot like a Guerrilla War or Akari Warriors, so that's going to be pretty cool to play. One of my favorite games. I think it's better on the PS1, but we have Revolution X, Music as a Weapon. It's cool because you use guns, and then later on you could get a power-up where you're shooting CDs, and the CDs do like triple the damage that a normal gun's bullet would do. Revolution X also has to do with Aerosmith. Can you see that right there? Aerosmith. Aside from the Beavis and Butthead game, that's just one of another set of games that came featuring a band. Well, Beavis and Butthead was Guar. If you do cool shit, take pictures of. They couldn't buy tickets. They didn't have money for tickets. So apparently, if you did cool shit, took pictures of you doing cool shit, Guar would let you in for free. Well, obviously, if you play the Beavis and Butthead game, you do not I mean, you do realize that Beavis and Butthead weren't able to get in for free, so they started to go through all kinds of shit just to get to see Gwar. And the game one of the games I was really looking for, and I still kick myself in the ass about it, because before our Toys R Us closed like 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago, they had this game in box, complete in box, and I didn't freaking buy it, and it was like $20. But Super WrestleMania, that's one of the games I've been looking for wrestling. I should do a wrestling compilation game. Maybe when how do I say, 2K19 comes out in a few weeks, I'll probably do a little compilation video. As a matter of fact, that game comes out on one of my pay weeks, so yeah, we'll go with that. Anyways, there we go. I guess that's not a bad lot of games. I mean, paid like $38. Oh wait, but I had how do you call it? I had like $8 and some change in store credit that I used to buy it. It's another thing, yeah. But I had to take back like 6 months ago, 5-6 months ago, I had to take back the Blaster Master for PS because it didn't work. And I tried it on everything. I tried it on a PS1, PS2, PS3. Didn't work. I still kick myself every day because I had to let that game go, and that was a game I really, really wanted to play. I played the Blaster Master on Nintendo, and that shit is fun. It gets addicting. But the Blaster Master on PSX, I guess I'll never get to play because I'm afraid to buy a copy online, because what if it doesn't work? The copy that I had bought from We Know Video Games, that copy was in perfect condition and it didn't freaking work. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching, and sorry about the ramblings. I'll see you guys later.